What brings you here?
I seek a katana called the Stormblade. Supposedly, it ended up here in Oshima Coast hundreds of years ago. The sword is said to be so powerful that it contains the strength of an unstoppable storm.
Sounds like quite a sword. I'm sure you have a story about it.
That's the problem. I'm not sure which story belongs to it. If you find it, I'll be able to tell you the Stormblade's tale once I see it.
How would I find this sword?
The bits and pieces of the tales I've heard all say it's somewhere in these hills, up this path behind me.
Might as well look around. No one's tended to this place in a long time. Some sort of fox shrine. Looks ancient. You don't look like the other foxes around here. Where are you off to? Where'd you go? Why did you lead me here? There you are. Do you know how hard it was to get up here? What's this? Someone wrote a haiku. Looks like it was written ages ago. Alone, far from home. Old friends, never forgotten. Cherished sacrifice. Whoever wrote this was in pain, but proud. another way through. There you are. What is all this? Someone was storing weapons, supplies, enough to fight a small war.
Oh my god.
Never seen a helmet this old before. Looks like it's been through a lot.
Oh my god. The heirloom of an ancient samurai clan, worn in countless battles and passed down generations. One horn appears to have been broken by a Mongol blade. Mongol.
A saddle. Looks like it carried its rider through countless battles. A rusted iron hook. Too old to be of any use. Need to find a way to reach that cave. Someone went through a lot of trouble to keep this hidden. Could this be the Stormblade? How long has this been here?
And it's the old theme. Oh.
Ninetales?
We have been following you for some time, but now the Stormblade is ours. Slit her throat.
I'm coming for that sword!
Today, I fight an Onryo. She came back!
Where did that bastard go? I'm right behind you. Shit! Look who's back. I'm glad you found me. You wouldn't happen to know where that Ninetail ran off to, would you?
Oh, look at little bro.
This place. It's beautiful.
The first shinobi. Wait. Whoa! This is his house.
Someone's house. Good place to hide. The Stormblade's owner must have lived here. Looks like an herbalist's set, once used to make medicines. And poison. Burned adoption papers for a clan Shimura.
Shimura.
This flute is extremely old. Might be a family heirloom. Who knows how many times it was passed down. An old dagger. Someone etched a name onto the blade. Yuna.
Oh, Yuna.
He must have gone through here.
I was wondering why my men never returned. Your reputation is well earned, Ongyo. Face me!
Gladly.
The man who owned this sword was the first shinobi. He was unstoppable. Now, I'll be unstoppable too.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, you do not deserve that blade.
Die, dog!
Hey, he has the...
You learn to fear the Stormblade!
He's using Jin's technique. Fuck!
This sword will grant me control of the winds! You'll be one of thousands cut down by this blade! Get ready to bleed!
The Stormblade?
Ugetsu? How'd you get here?
By boat. I saw this fox on the shore, and it seemed to want me to follow it.
That fox led me to the Stormblade. I don't recognize this crest. Do you?
Twin mountains in a circle. Of course. It all makes sense now. The Stormblade is part of a tale outlawed by an old shogun hundreds of years ago.
Oh,
Long
here we
ago,
go.
The Mongol horde set its eyes upon a small Japanese island. Although greatly outnumbered, a band of brave samurai rode out to face their invaders. The samurai were annihilated, but one fallen warrior rose from the ashes and single-handedly pushed back the Mongols, armed with his katana, the Stormblade. He cast aside the way of the samurai and adopted what we now call the way of the shinobi. With the Stormblade in hand and the howling winds at his back, the warrior defeated the Mongols and freed his home. But he also broke the very code that forged him, making him a wanted man by his own people. The samurai who was no longer a samurai had no choice but to flee his home, never to be seen again. No one knows where he went. However, Some say he spent his final days here in Ezo.
So this is where the former samurai fled. The man you spoke of sounds like a hero. Why did the old shogunate outlaw his story?
Perhaps the shogun saw him as a threat to his authority. A legendary hero who defied convention and succeeded where the samurai failed. Empires have fallen over less.
His name may be forgotten, but his story won't be.
I'll be sure to spread his legend far and wide. As for the Stormblade, I believe it has found a new master.
I'll put it to good use. And I will honor his sacrifice.
Oh, his mask. Oh,
Thanks for the help, little friend.
you're adorable.
You were a true warrior. Thank you for your Stormblade.
Ah. Once worn by the legendary warrior Jin Sakai. This mask struck terror into the Mongol army and hid the pain of the man who wore it. To some, he was a friend and hero. To everyone, he was a ghost. Ah. I love this game.